China just won the space race against America. The United States has dominated space for decades, but China is quickly catching up. In 2011, the US banned China from participating in the International Space Station. This forced China to build its own space station, which had just finished launching its final module. China's space station is more advanced than the ISS and will soon be the only one in operation. This is a major blow to US dominance in space, raising questions about the future of space exploration. Will China become the new leader in space, or will the US be able to catch up? Tune in to find out. China will soon have the only functioning space station in the universe. When it happens, the US government will look back to its 2011 decision of banning Chinese astronauts from the International Space Station as one of the largest errors in American space history. One of the guiding principles of space exploration is that it should be a collaborative effort from countries and scientists worldwide. However, the US federal government forbids Chinese astronauts from using the ISS. The US essentially put China in a corner and gave them no option but to do the unthinkable: build an entirely new space station from scratch. Just a few days ago, China launched the final module of its space station. As the New York Times reported, this is the latest step in Beijing's effort to surpass the United States in space exploration eventually. Before we dive into China's space endeavors, let's first address the importance of space exploration. Some might question why we need to explore space when we have so many problems here on Earth. The truth is, space programs have brought immense benefits to our daily lives. GPS, accurate weather predictions, solar cells, and even ultraviolet filters and sunglasses are all products of space exploration. China's ambition to dominate the future of space under President Xi Jinping's leadership involves more than just building a space station. They plan to establish a moon base and send astronauts there by 2030. China's space station is aptly named Tiangong, meaning Heavenly Palace. Soon, China will be the only country in the world with its space station. But the bigger story is the difference between America and China's attitudes toward global cooperation. China built its space station because it was forced to. For almost 2 decades, China expressed a keen willingness to participate in the ISS. But every time, their initiatives were blocked by the US government. In 2011, the Wolf Amendment was introduced, forbidding NASA from working with China in space exploration despite the ISS being an open and collaborative effort. The US singled out China, citing national security concerns and human rights. The politics of containment is a foreign policy strategy that seeks to prevent the expansion of a rival power. In the context of the US to China relationship, the strategy has been used to justify several policies, including the ban on Chinese astronauts from the ISS. The US government has argued that the ban is necessary to protect national security and human rights. However, critics have pointed out that the US needs a better human rights record of its own and that the ban is more likely to damage cooperation between the two countries than to prevent China from becoming a global power. China has stated that it will remain open to foreign collaboration and that it sees no reason why the ban should be in place. The contrast in approach between the two countries is evident. Instead of fostering cooperation, the US has become obsessed with containing China, from trade wars to sanctions. This policy of containment is likely to have several negative consequences. It will damage relations between the two countries, make it more difficult to address global challenges, and increase the risk of conflict. It is time for the US to abandon this outdated and counterproductive strategy. China's resilience in the face of the US containment strategy is a testament to the nation's determination and innovative spirit. The US policy of containment, which includes measures like restricting cooperation in space exploration, has had a paradoxical effect. Rather than stiffing China's progress, it has spurred the country to innovate and adapt. One key factor contributing to China's resilience is its cultural and historical context. Chinese society has a rich history of overcoming challenges, and its people possess a deep-rooted ethos of perseverance and resourcefulness. This cultural resilience extends to its scientific and technological endeavors, including space exploration. China's space program serves as a prime example of this resilience. With limited international collaboration due to US restrictions, China has channeled its energies into achieving remarkable milestones. Notably, they have successfully launched quantum satellites, showcasing their prowess in cutting-edge technology. They have also made significant strides in developing hypersonic weapons, demonstrating their commitment to defense capabilities. Furthermore, China's feat of landing spacecraft on the far side of the moon was a groundbreaking achievement that required meticulous planning and execution. This mission underscored China's ability to tackle complex challenges independently. The International Space Station, a symbol of international collaboration in space exploration for the past 7 decades, is currently grappling with an uncertain future. As the host mentioned, the ISS is approaching the end of its operational life cycle, and it is scheduled to be decommissioned and deorbited by 2031. This means the station will be intentionally directed to re-enter Earth's atmosphere and burn up. One significant challenge is that the ISS shows signs of aging and wear and tear. Maintaining and repairing the station has become increasingly complex and costly. NASA and its international partners are making efforts to extend the ISS operational life, exploring innovative solutions to keep it in orbit beyond 2031. However, the comparison with China's Tianhe space station highlights the contrast in the appearance and functionality of the two space stations. While the ISS was launched and assembled in orbit over time, China's space station is relatively new, featuring modern technology and a sleek design. This contrast underscores the uncertainty surrounding the ISS future as it faces challenges in remaining a relevant and competitive platform for scientific research and international cooperation in the ever-evolving field of space exploration. China's space station presents a significant advantage in space exploration due to its potential dominance and control over access to space facilities. Unlike the collaborative nature of the International Space Station, China's station allows them to dictate who can send astronauts to it. This control gives China the authority to decide which countries can collaborate and conduct space operations. This represents a fundamental shift in the dynamics of space exploration, as China holds the keys to international access to a space station, enabling it to exert influence, build partnerships, and shape the future of space endeavors. It positions China as a central player in future space cooperation, altering the traditional power structure in space exploration. In the United States, shifts in political administrations often lead to fluctuating priorities in deep space exploration. This inconsistency arises from the two-party system's inherent tendency towards policy reversals, unlike China, where the government adheres to long-term objectives such as the ambitious aim of sending astronauts to the moon by 2030. This commitment is exemplified by China's implementation of consecutive 5-year plans, providing a structured and steadfast approach to space endeavors. Consequently, China's political stability and unwavering dedication to its space goals granted a strategic advantage in the long-term planning and execution of space exploration missions. The intensifying space race between the United States and China is marked by a growing rivalry in achieving significant milestones in space exploration. Both nations are directing substantial resources and efforts toward advancing their space programs. The geopolitical tension between them fuels this heightened competition. While there is a palpable rivalry, it's crucial to recognize the importance of cooperation in space endeavors. Despite the competition, collaboration remains vital for advancing scientific knowledge and exploring the cosmos. However, it's anticipated that the rivalry between the US and China will continue to shape the trajectory of space exploration for the foreseeable future, underscoring the complex interplay of politics and progress in this domain. China's quest for space superpower status is nothing short of fascinating. It's not just about reaching for the stars, it's about cementing their position on Earth and beyond. Several key factors fuel their ambition. First, there's the drive for technological supremacy. China sees space as the ultimate frontier for innovation. They're not just looking to catch up, but aiming to lead the pack in space technology. Second, international prestige plays a significant role. Being a space superpower elevates China's global standing. It sends a message that they're a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. And finally, there's a long-term vision at play. China needs to think about months or years. They envision decades and beyond. They're eyeing lunar missions, Mars exploration, and building a commanding presence in Earth's orbit. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon to space dominance. As we look ahead to the future of space exploration, it's essential to consider the role of geopolitics, cooperation, and competition in shaping this frontier. China's rise as a space superpower significantly impacts the global space community. Ultimately, pursuing knowledge and discovery should transcend political differences and unite humanity in our exploration of the cosmos. Thank you for joining us today to explore the evolving landscape of space exploration. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on science, technology, and the universe's wonders. Until next time, keep looking up to the stars and dreaming of the infinite possibilities that await us beyond our home planet.